Have you ever longed to walk so closely with Christ that every step feels guided by His hand? That's the heart behind Fanny Crosby's tender hymn, Close to Thee. Born in 1820 in a small cottage in Putnam County, New York, Fanny Crosby lost her sight at just 6 weeks old. Yet though her physical eyes were darkened, her spiritual vision saw heaven's light more clearly than most. As a young woman, Fanny discovered her calling to write poetry and hymns that drew souls closer to Jesus. Over her lifetime, she would write more than 8,000 hymns. But Close to Thee wasn't just another song. It was a prayer, born from years of walking by faith and not by sight. It was the year 1874. Fanny had already faced many hardships: the loneliness of blindness, the loss of her infant child, and seasons of deep spiritual weariness. Yet through it all, she never lost her song. One evening, while reflecting on the words of the gospel, she quietly whispered, "Thou, my everlasting portion, more than friend or life to me." Those words became the opening line of one of her most beloved hymns. The inspiration came from Psalm 73:26, which says, "My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." It also echoes the deep yearning of Philippians 3:8, where Paul declares that everything is loss compared to the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus. Let's walk through her lyrics, verse by verse. In the first verse, Fanny declares, "Thou, my everlasting portion, more than friend or life to me." It's not about earthly companionship, but divine communion, the soul's choice to follow Jesus through every valley. The second verse paints the journey of faith. "Not for ease or worldly pleasure, not for fame my prayer shall be." It's a declaration of surrender, that even when the path grows rugged, she would still cling to Christ's side. And the final verse lifts our gaze heavenward. "Lead me through the vale of shadows, bear me o'er life's fitful sea." For Fanny, life's shadows were real, but she trusted in the light that never dimmed. Throughout her ministry, Fanny was known not only for her hymns, but for her compassion. She worked tirelessly in missions for the poor in New York City, sharing the gospel with those society had forgotten. And through every note she wrote, she lived her lifelong prayer to stay close to Jesus every day, every breath. Even now, more than a century later, "Close to Thee" continues to be sung in churches and homes around the world. A gentle reminder that the greatest treasure in life is not success or comfort, but the nearness of Christ Himself. So as you listen to this hymn today, let it be your prayer too, to walk with Him, to trust Him, to stay close, no matter where the road may lead.